Belarusian Air Force soldiers have completed their training to use tactical nuclear weapons. The exercise is part of Russia's plan to deploy weapons to Belarus. Russia's defense ministry said the Belarusian army had completed its training on Friday. They released a video of a Belarusian pilot saying Russia was training crews of Belarusian Su-25 ground attack jets to use tactical nuclear weapons. He said the training covered all the skills required by the Belarusian army, as reported by Defense News. Earlier in March 2023, Russian President Vladimir Putin stated that he would place several of his tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus. It was another attempt by Russia to use the nuclear threat and prevent the West from supporting Ukraine. Russia has a trade union agreement with Belarus that envisages close political, economic, and military ties. Russian troops used Belarusian territory to enter Ukraine from the north in February 2022 and maintain a presence in Belarus. The deployment of Russian tactical nuclear weapons to Belarus would put them closer to potential targets in Ukraine and NATO members in Eastern and Central Europe, AP News reported. Russia builds nuclear facility in Belarus. Vladimir Putin said the construction of a tactical nuclear weapons storage facility would be completed in Belarus by July 1, 2023. Russia has also helped modernize Belarus warplanes so they can carry nuclear weapons. In addition, Russia provided Belarus with Iskander short-range missiles that can be fitted with nuclear warheads. Belarus shares a 1,250-kilometer, 778 miles, border with NATO members Latvia, Lithuania, and Poland. The placement of Russian nuclear weapons in Belarus can be a step for Russia to get closer to NATO members. Belarus threatens West Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko said some of Russia's strategic nuclear weapons might also be deployed to Belarus, alongside Russia's tactical nuclear arsenal. That possibility could be the next step if the West continues its hostile actions against Belarus, Belarus Defense Minister Viktor Krenin said on Friday, as reported by Defense News. "We will respond to coercion only with coercion. Otherwise, they will not get it in the West. We have prepared the sites we have," he said. Belarus, Kazakhstan, and Ukraine had Soviet nuclear weapons stationed on their territory but turned them over to Russia after the 1991 collapse of the Soviet Union. The war between Russia and Ukraine entered its 417th day on Sunday. Reported by The Guardian, the following are a number of events that occurred. The death toll from a Russian missile attack on the city of Sloviansk, eastern Ukraine, has risen to 11 people. One apartment block was badly damaged. Rescue teams are continuing to try to save people trapped under the rubble since Saturday. Russian shelling in Kherson killed 2 women on Saturday, the Ukrainian president's office said. Wagner mercenary groups have captured 2 more areas in Bakhmut, the Russian Defense Ministry said. The Ukrainian military said pro-Kyiv forces were still holding out amid the bloody and fierce battle. The claim has not been independently verified. A Russian official claims 4 people were killed and 10 others injured in Ukrainian shelling in a town in Russian-controlled Donetsk. Denis Pushilin said a 7-year-old girl was among those injured in Yasinuvata. Russia used drones to attack Ukrainian police in Kherson, according to the regional police. It said a police car was attacked in the Korabel area, injuring 2 officers and damaging the car, while in Berislav 1 officer was injured and the car damaged. A new international economic support package of $115 billion could give Ukraine the confidence to win against Russian forces amid growing recognition that the war may continue longer than expected, Ukraine's finance minister said on Saturday. Serhiy Marchenko said Group of 7, G7, finance ministers assured him during the International Monetary Fund and World Bank meetings in Washington this week that they would support Ukraine for as long as needed. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky spoke with French President Emmanuel Macron on Saturday. In 2 tweets, he said they had discussed Macron's recent visit to China to meet President Xi Jinping. Poland and Hungary banned imports of grain and other food from Ukraine to protect local farmers, officials from the 2 countries said on Saturday.